Welcome back to Let's Play Go Nippon. Right, so there's actually quite a few happy birthdays from you viewers, and well, it's not technically the previous part, but the part before that, because as you know, I record like yeah, on the yeah, like record a day in advance kind of thing, you know. So I'm recording this on the 2nd, you know. So all in all, I think my birthday was actually okay for once. Played some Mario Kart Double Dash against my sister and a friend. I mean, it's not exactly the most eventful thing, but it's an enjoyable way to spend a day. Just trolling them, and and the results were that I got like first place 7 times. My sister only won once. My friend won twice. I'm surprised I mean, it seemed like really kind of like, oh, you asshole, what to say, like, but I was like, how didn't I get first place in all those races? They weren't even doing very good for the races. I was just trolling them the whole time. I literally just, like, in some of the races, just stopped and slowed down. I was just like, come on, what's taking you two so long? And then there was like me versus my sister on 100cc on, the actual races where the computer is actually involved in. I actually recorded all this, so you'll pretty much likely see all that eventually. It's a shame, somewhat of a shame, I guess, that the first half of it, the audio for the commentary didn't pick up, because it wasn't recording even though I friggin' pressed the record button. The second one did though, so the first one I have to have post commentary. Don't know when I'll upload it, but whatever. There's that. It was like over an hour long in total. We went like through every track on 100cc, me and my sister did, and I won, of course, and my sister only got 4th place by the end of it. Just like, Bowser! You're the reason you got knocked out of 3rd place. I was trying to troll Bowser for the most part, but he kept trolling me as well. Well, I was trolling pretty much everyone in that race, because they didn't stand a chance. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, on with the game. She can't possibly. La la la, salad, salad. First to make the dressing, we'll want lots of seasoning to make it nice and tasty. First I'll add salt. Huh? Wait, that's almost the whole bag. It's way too much. Now I'll add, what exactly is this? Oh well, I'll throw it right in. I see. This is why Akira was so hesitant. So when she said responsibility, she meant... That's just salad. How the hell do you screw up so much with salad? Here we go, itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. You are, I worked hard on this salad, so you help yourself and all that. Sure. And you'll want to put on my special dressing. Arigato. In other news, what is this salad? I see some long tortured strands of something sticking out from the bowl. This dressing, it's an unnaturally bright green color. So, it puts Ryo's cooking to shame on badness then. And it's just a salad. Holy shit. Please help yourself. Seriously, how could you possibly screw up that badly with salads? But it won't get eaten if I just stare at it all day. Itadakimasu. Here we go. How is it? Really? Oh my god. The way he reacted to that and he just like passed out, I mean, that's like the effect I'd expect from Makiko's Jam of Death. Or maybe Sade-san's Bread of Death. It's like a mixture of the two. It made him actually freaking pass out there, it looked like it. I'm sorry, I thought I had done a good job today. You know, there's always something like that. There's always, whenever an anime character is bad at cooking, it's usually lethal, kind of freaking bad. She thought that was a good job. Anyway, at least Sakura didn't let her get involved with the curry at all. Oh man, imagine how that would look. I can't even begin to imagine how it looked considering the salad. That curry really was delicious. I guess I now know to leave the cooking in Akira's hands at all times. I'll make sure to do that from now on. Anyway, at least it's over now. Hey, Oni-chan, do you remember what we talked about before dinner? Oh, yes I do. What? What did you talk about before dinner? About that. He's only got 3 days left in Japan. We have time to make the trip, wouldn't we? That's true, because I'll be going home in 4 days. Oh wait, actually, I'm not sure if we'll actually get to visit any other locations in Tokyo. But I think, I'm not sure. I think you... Was there like, when, like after all that you get to, like, choose another location in Tokyo? Or is it just a free? If so, that's a shame, because there's already people like voting on which location to go to next, and who's like, Shibuya or whatever was the one that got like 4 different comments for that one. It'd be a shame, damn it, don't freaking do that. That's true, because I'll be going home in 4 days and stuff. That's right, but I was thinking maybe you'd like to go somewhere a little further tomorrow. But Shibuya! Somewhere further? Yes, obviously there are still a lot of places you haven't seen in Tokyo, but... Yeah, like Shibuya! As long as you're in Japan, we thought you might like to see some place outside of Tokyo. But Shibuya! Someplace outside of Tokyo? Like where? That place no traveler to Japan should be without. Yeah, there's only one place. Ah, are you talking about... Yes, Kyoto! Yes, Kyoto! Kyoto! Kyoto, I would like to go there, but... More. Is that but in Japanese? Because I've always seen them like whenever it is like they're just like more. What, do you have a problem with that? I don't have a problem, but Shibuya! I'm just gonna constantly be saying that for all this part now, aren't I? Like, but Shibuya! I don't know a lot about Kyoto, and even if you want to go tomorrow, I don't even know how we get there. Oh, is that all? Don't worry your head off about it. Yeah, we'll go with you. Huh? You mean both of you? Of course, I know you haven't gone out with both of us, but we want to go on this trip. Yes, I've been to Kyoto many times before, but this is a special opportunity if you're going. I see. I would never think about it if I was by myself, but having them there would be reassuring. Okay, in that case, let's take a trip. But can we come back and go to Shibuya after that? Hooray, then it's settled. Yeah! I know this is sudden, but maybe we should make it an overnight stay in Kyoto. We'll take care of the reservations, so you just get ready for the trip. I wonder if we'll have time to go to Shibuya when we get back to Tokyo. Because I can't remember, I mean, I only played through this once, and I can't remember if you get to, like, choose any other locations in Tokyo once you're done with the Kyoto thing. Got it. I can't remember how long they end up staying in Kyoto, to be honest. I can't remember. It's either 1 or 2 days, so technically they should have more time in Tokyo, but I'm not entirely sure, really. I can't remember. Kyoto, eh? This should be fun. Yeah, stop. It's a really sudden trip, but I did come all this way to Japan. Getting a look at a lot of different places is one of the joys of travel. Kyoto. I wonder what's waiting for me there. This should be fun. What awaits you there is Kyoto. Well, no shit. Go Nippon, my first trip to Japan, day 4. Wait, so is he spending a week there, or wait, he did say it was a week, didn't he? So technically, if it's the 4th there, okay, right. So if that's that, it's on the 4th day here, right? And they go there, they're gonna spend the night over there, so they'll be back on the 5th, or will they still be down there? So would we have 2 or 3 locations left once we get back? I don't know. I have no idea how this is gonna go, because I know how it's supposed to go and all that. I just can't remember how long it goes on for. Now then, are you 2 ready? Yeah, I know that. Wallets. Check. Change of clothes. Check. Okay, in that case, 1 night, 2 day stay in Kyoto. Yeah, it was a 2-day stay in Kyoto. Okay, so 4th, 5th, So, yeah, wouldn't we technically have 2 more locations in Tokyo? I think. I'm not sure. Ikuze! Now, as far in scenery from Tokyo to Kyoto, was that protagonist or you? It's really hard to tell the difference with freaking color unless I look really carefully. We'll get on. Oh no! You stupid thing! You skipped it. The Shinkansen. What is it? Are you that fired up about riding the Shinkansen? Of course I am! It's the Shinkansen! The Shinkansen! Not only is it the fastest train in the world, it's no lie to... Sorry, the contact point was on your boob. Well, your flat chest, but you get the idea. I don't know why I was doing that. Not only is it the fastest train in the world, it's no lie to say it's the safest, most technologically advanced train out there. There's also birds chirping. Wow, is that so? It sure is. I mean, I've been really hoping to ride the Shinkansen at least once. Wow, I'm so looking forward to this. Train! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm sure you are, but first we need to buy our tickets to get on. Sure, let's do that. First, there are several Shinkansen lines when you get out of Tokyo. The one that goes to Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen. Probably. Oh wait. Okay. So, Tokaido Shinkansen. So I was saying it right then, was I? Right? Yes, there are also 3 kinds of Tokaido Shinkansen. Those are the Nozomi, the Hikari, and the Kodama. That's right, the Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikari and Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense of the word. Between the 2, the Hikari takes shorter stops at each station than the Nozomi. It's about 500 between Tokyo and Kyoto. The Nozomi makes the trip in about 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours, 20 minutes? That's even faster than I thought. By the way, all the trains cost the same amount, so if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi. I see. About the tickets, to ride the Shinkansen, I keep forgetting to pronounce it, you need both a boarding pass and a special express ticket. Then you'll choose between 2 seating or reserved seat. A boarding pass and express ticket. free seating or reserved seating. A one-way free sitting ticket to Kyoto is about 13,000 yen, but that's quite pricey. A round-trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best to go round-trip for your boarding pass whenever possible. Round-trip. Got it. I'll remember that. Man, you're gonna spend a lot on the trip here, aren't you? And to buy in Japanese JR stations, there are ticket counters called Midori no Madoguchi, with vending machines in the larger stations. You can also purchase tickets at travel agency counters in some stations. If you go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with hotel reservations at a discount price. Wow. Wow, I totally didn't sound overly surprised. Alright, Oni-chan, when we go to Kyoto, make sure our seats are... I got it, on the right side, right? Yeah, you always know what I'm thinking, Oni-chan. Seats on the right side? Why? Because... Nope, I'm not telling you right now. You'll see soon enough. What? Now you've got me curious. Tell me. No way. Then, Makoto. No way, Oni-chan. Don't tell him. Yes, I know. Huh? Now first we'll buy the tickets, then we'll get our bento and head to the train. Buying bento before we get on the train? Of course, long ago they had restaurant cars on the Shinkansen itself. But as the travel times got faster and faster, they stopped doing it because there was less need to eat a slow meal on the train. But sort of in place of that, they started selling special bento in the larger stations known as Ikiben that usually contain the region's specialty food. Eating on Ikiben while chatting with friends and watching the scenery pass by is part of the fun of the train ride. Yeah, and all that. In other words, it's a way to make the trip itself special. That's exactly it. Seriously, I could use someone else to read these lines instead, but no. I could, like, just have my sister read the lines, but I don't know, with some of the lines, like, there's like, Michael would just be like, no, that's just awkward. So no way. She's not even here right now, so whatever. It's not just a mode of transformation, but part of the journey. That's the point also as well. If I had my sister trying to read their lines, she wouldn't be able to pronounce anything that is Japanese, you know? Like any Japanese kind of names or anything like that, I'd be like, I can't pronounce that. This is getting really exciting. But what about Shibuya? How's it going, dude? How's it going, briefcase man? So we just bought our bento and got through the gate. Now we wait for the Shinkansen to arrive. How much fun is that? Holy shit! Compare that to the previous day, man. Already spent that much, holy shit. Trains are expensive. We just bought our bento on our gate and we are going to Shinkansen to arrive. Shinkansen. You're so excited as a child. But it's here. That is one weird looking train. Whoa, that's the Shinkansen. This is the newest model, the N700. It's the real thing. It's like a perfectly streamlined form. It's like a smart train. It's amazing. You can tell it's fast just by looking at it. Well, it's worth noting that since the trains first started running, the trip time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly 1 hour. An hour? That's completely amazing when you put it that way. I wonder how hard they must have worked to shrink the time by an hour. Come on, it's fine for you to be excited, but don't space out or the train will leave without us. All aboard! you calm down a little? Huh? You're insane. I've been calm the whole time. Please, you're insane is my line. You know, that's basically what we've been saying about the protagonist for the most part, isn't it? This guy's insanely over the top with his reactions. He's just like, oh my god, trains! You know, it always seems to involve a train. Like, he's like, oh my god, a train station. Now he's like, oh my god, a really ridiculously fast train. He's been spazzing out since we got on the train. No, he's been spazzing out since we got to Japan. Well, he's not always like, oh my god, amazing. But when he is, he's like, whoa, dude, you're overreacting here. Look at those hills and mountains and stuff. Which mountain is there in the background, anyway? We've been spazzing out since we got on the train. Now we've been on the train 40 minutes and you've been spazzing out the whole time. 40 minutes? How dare you? We were supposed to take this from the start, man. This was supposed to go on for, like, over an hour. No. Thank you for, like, making it so that we're 40 minutes into it so that we don't have to freaking go for a whole awkward hour-long trip. Which they obviously wouldn't do anyway, because they'd have to write a lot of freaking different dialogue for that. And they'd be like, oh, I'm out of ideas for that now. I am not. Don't say you're not spazzing. Come on, let him be. There's nothing wrong with him enjoying himself, right? Yeah, I mean, this is totally amazing. It's a train, dude. Regardless how fast it goes, to me, it'll always just be a train. I think didn't we just see that mountain? Reusing of mountain! Reusing a mountain again, but then again, a lot of mountains look similar, but still, they're clearly reusing the same mountain. Well, of course they would. I mean, it'd take a lot of freaking time to, like, make it so, like, it could go on for, like, say, 30 minutes of different background scenery now, wouldn't it? These seats are so comfortable, you can recline them so far. Oh, it's a comfortable train as well. Even though we're racing through at 300 miles an hour, I don't feel the slightest vibration. Each seat even has its own power outlet, and you can even connect to the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this. See, you're completely spazzing out right now. Now, enough with the flirting, you two. Huh? We're not flirting. Really, from my point of view, it looked exactly like flirting. Wait, what? That's why I'm telling you we're not. It's gonna sound like you're protesting too much. Yeah, kind of. Come on, Oni-chan, you're always quick to say such strange things. You know, the funny thing is, there was a comment, like, saying, like, please get Akira's ending in this, but by the looks of things, because we, like, went on 2 of the trips with Akira and stuff, so it makes it quite possible that that might actually end up being the case. Because, yeah, it seems to depend on, well, it's obvious, it depends on who you go with for the most part on trips, and since we're already in Kyoto and our trips involve 3 different locations, there was Ginza with Makoto, and there were the other 2 locations, of which names I can't remember. There was that, Akibahara, I think, whatever it was. That other location we went to, I can't remember the name of it right now, but we went to those 2 locations with Akira, so it seems likely. Anyway, it's about time. What is it? It's about time for what? Remember earlier when I asked for seats on the right side of the train? That was just a terrible, just like, it's just like so sarcastic sounding, really. Like, You're going to learn why very soon. It's in sight, you two, look. What? Beautiful! That's Japan's greatest mountain, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. I think I recognize this music. Is it from Edelweiss? I'm not sure. I mean, Edelweiss and, what other overdrive visual novel? Yeah, there was Teardrops. I played the trial version for the most part for that. That's about it. And Edelweiss, and I think that's pretty much all the ones from Overdrive I've currently played. Well, you say played, but it technically were, and even though I always put "Let's Play" in the title, technically we're more reading than anything else, with the occasional choice every now and then. Really, a visual novel feels more like some kind of point and click without the, you know, point and click. More of just like you point and click on the choices whenever they pop up. That's about it. That snow-crested peak. That gentle slope. So peaceful and solemn, but with such a presence. How can I describe it? To just call it beautiful feels almost trite. It's 3,776 miles tall, or meters tall. You know, I suck at that. It's just like, whenever it just says M and stuff like that, I'll admit I'm an idiot. I admit it, I'm a complete idiot. But I just didn't pay much attention in class when it's like KM, or if it just says M, or if it's like that. It's like I don't know, I'm an idiot. Is that meters tall? I said miles tall at first. It's like no, that's freaking preposterous. It wouldn't be that tall. The tallest active volcano in Japan. It's so beautiful, yet it could go off at any time. Shit! Make the train go faster! Yeah, I'd hate freaking being near an active volcano, regardless of how long it's been since it's like erupted. I'd be like, no, it could go off at any second for all we know. It's like, no, they probably like have surveillance on it at all times in case like it ever does. You know, the only like large mountain I know in well, actually there's probably quite a few large mountains in Wales. There's one called Snowdonia. I've never been there, but it's like, well, covered in snow, I imagine, as it's called Snowdonia. I'm not sure how tall that one is, though. And I don't think it's a volcano, because here in the UK, I don't think we have any active volcanoes. Active volcano? Mount Fuji is an active volcano? Yes, it is. Its last eruption was about 300 years ago. Until 15 years ago, they thought it might have gone dormant. But when they learned that it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano again. That's an active volcano. They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. So far. When we look at the earlier data, we see that Mount Fuji's eruptions have no set period. The longest dormant period was a little under 300 years. And as Oni-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago. That means it could erupt at any time, yes. There are various theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. Just like, yeah, let's change the subject because you probably just crapped yourself realizing that that could go off at any time, basically. One alternative meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theorize that the name stems from unique mounting or undying mounting. You know, the one thing that would scare the crap out of most people is that freaking supervolcano. Where was it now? It's in the US, and I was just like, looking at the freaking size of it on the map, and it's like, holy shit! And that's an active one, holy crap. No wonder why they have to freaking keep surveillance on that thing. Holy shit. An undying mountain. Yes, that explanation persists that as an active volcano, the ancients thought of it as a living mountain. Living mountain? Say, can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway up by car, and past that you need to climb on foot. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer, around July and August, so if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. Well, naturally, you'd be pretty frickin' foolish to go in, say, winter now, wouldn't you? I mean, the further up the mountain you get, the colder you'll get as well, you know? You'll pretty much frickin' be frozen. And you might not make it back down. I see. But, you know, there are like mountain climbers that like got determination in them. They're like, fuck you, nature, I'm climbing this thing. Mount Fuji, Japan's greatest mountain. Someday I'd like to climb it for myself. Personally, I wouldn't. I don't want to climb no mountain, man. I just like, I don't really like heights. I'm not very good with my feet when climbing up stuff. So, if I try to climb up a frickin' mountain when we get to that point, I'd probably slip a lot. Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto, Kyoto, please be sure to have your belongings with you when you disembark. Welcome to Kyoto! Ah, we're here. This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto. Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867. For over 1,000 years. Kyoto became capital in the early 794. It seems weird saying that, doesn't it? 794. There once was a time when it wasn't like in the thousands, you know. Before that, Japan's government was based on prefecture, and it moved with each change of the head of state. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years afterward. Such a long time, huh? But what's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital of that year. You make a good point. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. But while the shogun in Edo had the real power, the formal head of the government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during the Edo period, the Japan government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even when it's officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka next door continue to grow as if they were still a capital, right? That's right. I see. So you could say Kyoto is the city that maintains tradition, forms and culture of Japan's good old days. Well, I guess it makes up for the whole, you know, not going to, Shibuya, in this part here. Instead, we're gonna spend 2 days in Kyoto. So instead, you know, in the first comment that, like, was said, that voted to go to Shibuya, it's just like, it seems a lot more modern, and it has trees. Well, this place looks more modern, and it has trees. It makes up for it. Ah, damn throat. Found out you're over that. I see, I guess even I think of traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto. Still. But you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? How did you know that? Because we can read your face like a book right at your eye. Yeah, especially when you're thinking perverted things. No way! A response like that. Wait a minute, you mean you do think of those things? No, that was just an automatic response, that's all. What, are you saying we're lacking in womanly charms? What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? Oh, you bugger, of course I don't want you to think about it, you perv or hentai. It's weird, really, isn't it? Hentai is basically like equivalent of, is basically like anime porn, basically, you know. Yet at the same time, it also means pervert in Japanese. I told you, I'm not. Come now, Aki-chan, let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all, so it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see, now that you mention it, I can see that it's true. Well, as long as we're here, we really should look all around. So let's cut the chit-chat. It's time for a quick tour. Yes, it is. That's what I've been waiting for. I'm sorry, protagonist. You're gonna have to wait a little longer because I'm calling it about here. So, what's that say in the background? Asahi Sober Drive. Kyoto. Something. Can't see what it says there. URYDS. There's a 7. There's Japanese. There's more Japanese. And there's trees. Yes. Anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.